coming in relief against the Toronto Maple Leafs.
There's Ryan sending it around. Zibanejad left it. It goes to the point and back to Zibanejad. Ryan centers, and there's a big stop by Bryzgalov. 40 seconds remaining in the power play as Karlsson sends it to the left side. Puck is fired across out of the reach of Ryan. Karlsson scores! Redirect in front, and a beauty by Milan Michalek.
This is an unreal heads-up play by Erik Karlsson, who's going to find Milan Michalek driving hard to the net, but the puck's going to come around. Michalek starts it off. It's rung around. Zibanejad puts it off the boards, and just a terrific heads-up play by Erik Karlsson, who knows he has support coming through the middle. Michalek driving down that middle, and he's able to redirect it past Ilya Bryzgalov, who has no chance.
Now it's Ceci over the line, sending it wide of the net. And as the two teams change, the Senators getting a icebreaker early as they did against New Jersey. Here's Emerson Edom, and that's stopped and batted away. Mark Stone gets it to Turris, trying to center it. It comes all the way back. Lobianski a shot. Then he missed the target. It'll be kept in by Greiba. Turris, Lobianski reloads. Loose attack, scores. Mark Stone. 2-0 Ottawa.
This is all made possible by Mark Borowiecki getting that puck down low. Initially, he had one shot that goes wide on the glove side of Ilya Bryzgalov. The puck ends up coming around. Eric Greiba gets that puck back down low. A little seam play by Kyle Turris. And then Borowiecki gets it down to the front of the net. Mark Stone gets inside position on Clayton Stoner. Bryzgalov can't track the puck, and on the rebound, his left leg is actually standing up, and he's not in that butterfly position, and Stone's able to jam it into the open net.
Senators get the jump on a team that's won 8 of their last 9 games, but good pace early and a shot from the faceoff. I like the moving train analogy. It is tough to get up to speed. I mean, he had 2 games in the American Hockey League, no training camp, maybe here's a chance, and Craig Anderson has to make Zibanejad, and he just missed getting really labeled by Mark Stoner, who had him lined up. Stoner, of course, here's Cogliano swatting at one, not getting it into Anaheim ice. Michalek chasing his man as the pass is up to Maroon, and now Kessler down the middle. Fan, and then a second shot, not much on it, and Raquel. Raquel again in behind the net. Lenny Bourque on this line tonight. He was playing with Getzlaf. Cam Fowler at the wheel. Excuse me, that's Vatanen with a shot, and Anderson the save, and he'll hold on.
Behind Ryan Getzlaf as an impact player for the Ducks.
Raquel wins the face-off. Matt Bolesky's out there. There is Vatanen. His shot kicked out. Rebound. Raquel shot it wide. Point man. And the other point man on that Bulls power play was PK Subban.
Not bad talent on the back end.
Puck across and a backhand, and Anderson again well outed.
Details of the game that you want to be strong at. Joe does a really good job to make sure that there's no chance towards his net.
Another detail there is Zibanejad won the draw away from Getzlaf, still loose in front of the net. And Mike MacArthur reached down at his skate a couple of times, not sure what the issue was there after taking a hit, but was able to continue on. And now Emerson Edom over the line on his off wing, a backhand handled by Anderson, and they can't get it out yet. Now high, up over Hoffman, and out to center. Zibanejad calls for it, quickly back in. It's Ryan, into the middle. Cross shot, and Bryzgalov came across to stop Hoffman. Following up is Roback. Onto the far side, District in behind the net. Silverberg, here's the wraparound try, and Kobe Roback goes back to get it. Roback acquired from Florida when the Ducks were running out of defensemen. There's a shot. Walkered by Bryzgalov in front. Karlsson point. Sends it across. And the shot goes off Hoffman. Fired around but held in again. Turris looks rink wide. Good puck movement. Karlsson fires. Bryzgalov is saved. And manning the point there, tied up. And Stone forces the puck out. Kyle Turris takes off. And here's Turris working his way in. Kyle Turris with a highlight reel. Short-handed goal.
What an unreal individual play here by Kyle Turris, who's starting to feel his game right now. Puck's going to come across and be an offside. Turris gets body position. Now he's going to go outside, inside. That's Rennie Bourque as a defenseman. He puts it right through the triangle of his stick and continues on. Goes forehand and goes top shelf on Ilya Bryzgalov. And it's a smart play knowing that there's a defenseman, or I'm sorry, a forward back.
A short-handed marker, unassisted. Thrown across by Ryan. Hoffman on the far side, trying to get it back to Ryan, who knocks down Fistrick. Rakell with an outlet for Roback. Gave it away. Shot scores! Mike Hoffman! And it's 4-0 Ottawa.
Unreal shot here by Mike Hoffman, who is able to turn this puck over. Mika Zibanejad mirroring the play. The puck pops up, and it turns right over to Mike Hoffman, who's in terrific position. And it's a little snapshot that eludes Ilya Bryzgalov on the blocker side. Colby Roback puts it right on Mike Hoffman's stick. And
big finish with the 2 goals, 42 seconds apart. Centering pass, Getzlaf gets one back. Well, the captain gives the Ducks some life. Return fire from Ryan Getzlaf, and it's 4-1.
Craig Anderson not happy with this goal, as it's just a missed assignment on the back door, and you're in pretty good position. Erik Karlsson gets on the wrong side of the puck, and Kyle Turris wants to get body position. Edom throws it back door, and Getzlaf just going hard to the net.
Not have seen you. Maybe seen right through you.
Yeah, he looked right through me.
He is fiery. There's Cogliano, a pad stop by Anderson on the first try against Anaheim by the Senators. Here was January the 16th, 2003. The Ducks were still the Mighty Ducks back then. Here's Getzlaf going to the net, scores! There he is, still breathing fire and breathing some life into Anaheim. It's 4-2.
As I talked about Ryan Getzlaf and his intensity level, this is somebody who's so big and strong, and his ability to hold onto the puck and drive the net. Simple play in the neutral zone. He gets pushed outside. Eric Gryba is going to try and get a stick on him, but Getzlaf just drives hard, gets by Gryba, and then goes short side shelf on Craig Anderson, who tries to go paddle down on the play, but that's too easy of a lane for Ryan Getzlaf.
In the third period, Anaheim protecting a lead last night against Montreal, limited the Canadiens to just 5 shots in the third. Here's Ryan in front, scores! Mike Hoffman! As Bobby Ryan sprung Hoffman for his second of the night.
This is a broken play at the blue line, as Cam Fowler and linesman Michel Cormier are going to get tied up right here, and it ends up in a partial 2-on-1 situation. A terrific pass by Bobby Ryan to find Mike Hoffman going to the net, and he makes no mistake on Ilya Bryzgalov, but Ryan finds that seam through the stick of Ben Lovejoy.
Coaching win here at home. Won his first in Boston and then again in New Jersey. Played to the point. Karlsson sent it through. Oleski was tied up. Couldn't come up with a rebound. Now Anderson out to guide it around. Emerson Edom came up with that. He'll throw it back to the point, and a shot by Kessler. Bob Anderson pouncing on that was Sammy Botton, and he tried to float it through. It didn't work, but Silverberg holds his own. There's Cogliano. Quick shot, the pad stop. And the rebound all the way out to Ryan. Slides it through Zibanejad. Here's Mika Zibanejad. Scores! That's going to do it. Mika Zibanejad, 6-2.
This is just a wicked release here by Mika Zibanejad. Nice little saucer play by Bobby Ryan to put it on a tee for him, but he uses Sammy Vatanen as a screen as it goes through him, but this is just a bad goal here by Bryzgalov as he may not track it initially. Nice little snapshot, but
Zibanejad has a goal and an assist. There's a few Senators enjoying 2-point nights with this 6-point uprising. Here, another chance. Bryzgalov to stop. He'll take his last shift of the night, you would think. Hoppins in front, and unable to cleanly take that as he stays out looking for number 3. Puck loose, Bryzgalov down.
Getzlaf was not happy.
Countdown on, and a big win for Ottawa tonight. Back-to-back wins. After the shutout in New Jersey, they put 6 on the board tonight.